long life estro. Tsedo. Here is the estra of the great vehicle called unfathomable exalted life and transcendental wisdom. Translated by Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Practice Series. FPMT. Foundation for the Preservation of the Mahayana Tradition, Incorporated. 1632 SE 11th Avenue. Portland, or 97214 USA. www.fpmt.org. Copyright symbol 2005, 2020. Foundation for the Preservation of the Mahayana Tradition, Incorporated. All rights reserved. No part of this book may be reproduced in any form or by any means, electronic or mechanical, including photocopying, recording, or by any information storage and retrieval system or technologies now known or developed, without permission in writing from the publisher. Set in Calibri 12/15, Helvetica Light, Lydian BT, and Munlam Uni Achan 2. The Lama Zopa Rinpoche Practice Series is a special collection of practice materials that serves to present and preserve Rinpoche's lineage of practice, oral instructions, and translations. A guide to pronouncing Sanskrit. The following points will enable you to easily learn the pronunciation of most transliterated Sanskrit terms and mantras. 1s and produce sounds similar to the English sh in shu. The difference between the two is where the tongue is positioned in the mouth. 2c is pronounced similarly to the ch in chap. Ch is similar but is more heavily aspirated. 3, h, are retroflex letters and have no exact equivalent in English. These sounds are made by curling the tongue towards the front section of the palate. They correspond roughly to the sounds tro, aspirated tro, h, dro, aspirated dro, h, and nro. For all consonants followed by an h are aspirated, kh, gh, ch, jh, th, dh, ph, bh. Note that th and h are pronounced like the t in target and t are in trap respectively, not like the th in the. The ph is pronounced like the p in partial, not like the ph in pharaoh. 5 long vowels with a dash above them, a with macron, and take approximately double the amount of time to pronounce versus their short counterparts, a, I, u, and 6 indicates a nasal sound. At the end of a word it is generally pronounced as an m. Indicates an h-sounding aspiration. Is pronounced similar to the re in cringe. Is pronounced similar to the ing in king. For more information, please consult the FPMT Translation Services. A Guide to Sanskrit Transliteration and Pronunciation, available online. https://fpmt.org/wp-content/uploads/education/translation/guide_to_ Sanskrit_transliteration_and_pronunciation.pdf. Tath Gate Limitless Light, Buddha Amitayus. Mantra to increase the power of recitation. Tadith /o der bandar sva with macron ha with macron, 7x. 5. Long life estro. Here is the estra of the great vehicle called unfathomable exalted life and transcendental wisdom. In the language of India, repair amitayurjnan mamahinastra. In the English, stra of the great vehicle called unfathomable exalted life and transcendental wisdom. I prostrate to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Thus I have heard at one time, the destroyer qualified gone. Beyond one was innovist at the temple of the guideless. Benefactor two of food in Jetavana Park, seated in one method with 1,250 great intending virtue 3 and virtue beggars, 4 and multitudes of Bodhisattva great sattvas. 5. Then the destroyer qualified gone beyond one granted discourse. To the youthful Major. Major, there is a world above called unfathomable qualities. There the Tathagata, 6 having destroyed the enemy, the fully completed Buddha called unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom, extremely discerning aspect victorious glorification, is abiding, revealing Dharma to sentient beings while holding and completing the life. Listen, youthful Major, the human beings of Xambuling have a short life, living only to the age of 100. 7 from those, almost all, experience untimely death. 6. Major, any sentient being who writes or lets others write, listens to just the mere name, reads or keeps in the house this class of teachings called completely expressing praise of the qualities of the Tathagata, the unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom, and also those who have completely finished their life, if they offer flowers, incense, garlands, ornaments, and incense powder, they will be able to live another 100 years. Major, the life will be increased of any sentient being who hears the 108 names of the unfathomable life and transcendent Tal wisdom, extremely discerning aspect victorious glorification. Those sentient beings whose life is nearly complete, by keeping this holy name their life will be increased. Major, because it is like that, the good qualities of any son or daughter of the race, who, desiring a long life, either hears the name of the Tathagata, unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom 108 times, who writes it, causes others to write it, or recites it, will be enhanced. O Namo Bhagavate /Aparimita Yojno. Suvinasatatajo Ajia /Tathgatya /Arit Samyak Sabadoye /Tadith /O Puya. Puyama Puya Paramita Ur Puyajno. Sabropasite /O Sava Saskra Pari Sudha. Dermate Gargana Samagate Svadva Visudhi. Manaya Pariva Sva with Macron Ha with Macron. Major, the lifespan of anyone who writes, lets others write, has made into scripture, or keeps at home and reads the 108 names of the Tathagatas will be increased 100 years, from the end of their life. Even after death, by transference of consciousness, they will be born in the pure land of the Tathagata unfathom able life and transcendental wisdom, the realm of unfathomable qualities and so forth. 7. O Namo Bhagavate /Aparimita Yojno. Suvinasatatajo Ajia /Tathgatya /Arit Samyak Sabadoye /Tadith /O Puya. Puyama Puya Paramita Ur Puyajno. Sabropasite /O Sava Saskra Pari Sudha. Dermate Gargana Samagate Svadva Visudhi. Manaya Pariva Sva with Macron Ha with Macron. Again, at that time, 990 million, Buddhas taught this sutra container 8 unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom with one intention and in one melody. O Namo Bhagavate /Aparimita Yojno. Suvinisatatajo agia /tathgatia /arit / Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite / osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svadva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Again, at that time, 840 million, Buddhas taught. This sutra container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom with one intention and in one melody. O Namo Bhagavate /aparimita yurjno. Suvinisatatajo agia /tathgatia /arit / Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svadva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Again, at that time, 77 million Buddhas taught this sutra. Container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom with one intention and in one melody. 8. O Namo Bhagavate /aparimita yurjno. Suvinisatatajo agia /tathgatia /arit / Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svadva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Again, at that time, 10 million Buddhas taught this sutra. Container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom with one intention and in one melody. O Namo Bhagavate /aparimita yurjno. Suvinisatatajo agia /tathgatia /arit / Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svadva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Again, at that time, 10 million Buddhas taught this sutra. Container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom with one intention and in one voice. O Namo Bhagavate /aparimita yurjno. Suvinisatatajo agia /tathgatia /arit / Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svadva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Again, at that time, 10 million Buddhas taught this sutra. Container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom with one intention and in one voice. 9. O Namo Bhagavate /aparimita yurjno. Suvinisatatajo agia /tathgatia /arit / Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svadva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Again, at that time, 10 million Buddhas taught this sutra. Container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom with one intention and in one voice. O Namo Bhagavate /aparimita yurjno. Suvinisatatajo agia /tathgatia /arit / Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate Gargana Samagate Svatva Visudhi. Manaya Pariva Sva with Macron Ha with Macron. Again, at that time, 10 million Buddhas taught this sutra. Container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom with one intention and in one melody. O Namo Bhagavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatata joagia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabakdoye /tadith / opuy. Puyama puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite / osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svatva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with Macron Ha with Macron. Again, at that time, 10 million Buddhas equaling the grains of sand in 10 great oceans taught this sutra container unfathom able life and transcendental wisdom with one intention and in one melody. 10. O Namo Bhagavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatata joagia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabakdoye /tadith / opuy. Puyama puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svatva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with Macron Ha with Macron. The life of anyone who writes or lets others write this sutra container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom will be enhanced and they will be able to live another 100 years. O Namo Bhagavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatata joagia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabakdoye /tadith opuy. Puyama puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svatva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with Macron Ha with Macron. Anyone who writes or lets others write this sutra container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom will never get reborn as hell beings, in the birthplace of animals, or in the realm of Yama. They will never get reborn in the state of no freedom. 9. Wherever these beings are born they will remember all their past births. O Namo Bhagavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatata joagia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabakdoye /tadith opuy. Puyama puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svatva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with Macron Ha with Macron. 11. Writing or letting others write this sutra container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom is like letting the person write the 84,000 teachings of Buddha. 10. O Namo Bhagavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatata joagia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabakdoye /tadith opuy. Puyama puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svatva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with Macron Ha with Macron. Writing or letting others write this sutra container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom is like letting the person write the 84,000 teachings of Buddha and consecrating them. 11. O Namo Bhagavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatata joagia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabakdoye /tadith opuy. Puyama puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate Gargana Samagate Svatva Visudhi. Manaya Pariva Sva with Macron Ha with Macron. If anyone writes or lets others write this container unfath. Omable life and transcendental wisdom, even having committed the 5 uninterrupted negative karmas gets completely purified. Onamo Bhagavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatatajo ajia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyama puya paramita yor puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate Gargana Samagate Svatva Visudhi. Manaya Pariva Sva with Macron Ha with Macron. 12. If anyone writes or lets others write this container unfath. Omable life and transcendental wisdom, mountains of piles of their negative karma get completely purified. Onamo Bhagavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatatajo ajia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyama puya paramita yor puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate Gargana Samagate Svatva Visudhi. Manaya Pariva Sva with Macron Ha with Macron. Anyone who writes or lets others write this container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom will never receive harm, even if the Mras, devas in the type of Mras, harm givers 12. Or cannibals 13 give harm. Onamo Bhagavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatatajo ajia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyama puya paramita yor puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate Gargana Samagate Svatva Visudhi. Manaya Pariva Sva with Macron Ha with Macron. Anyone who writes or lets others write the container unfath. Omable life and transcendental wisdom, will directly receive predictions from 99,10,990,000,000 Buddhas at the time of death. 1,000 Buddhas will stretch out their arms to that person, who will go from one Buddha's pure land to another. Don't have two-pointed mind, don't have doubts or uncertainty. Onamo Bhagavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatatajo ajia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. 13. Puyama puya paramita yor puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate Gargana Samagate Svatva Visudhi. Manaya Pariva Sva with Macron Ha with Macron. The 4 guardians will always follow, guide, hide, and protect anyone who writes or lets others write the container unfath. Omable life and transcendental wisdom. Onamo Bhagavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatatajo ajia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyama puya paramita yor puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate Gargana Samagate Svatva Visudhi. Manaya Pariva Sva with Macron Ha with Macron. Anyone who writes or lets others write the container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom will be born in the pure land of the Buddha Tathgata limitless light, the blissful realm of the world. 14. Onamo Bhagavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatatajo ajia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabadoye /tadith /o Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /o sarva saskara pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svatva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Even the place where this rare sublime sutra is written becomes an object of offering. 15 Any birds or beasts, gone to the birth realm of animals, who hear the sound of this mantra in their ear, will completely actualize enlightenment in the peerless, fully completed, purified, actualized state. 14. O Namo Bhagavate /aparamita yojno. Suvinisatatajo ajia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabadoye /tadith /o puya. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /o sarva saskara pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svatva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Anyone who writes or lets others write the sutra container unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom will never be born in a woman's body. O Namo Bhagavate /aparamita yojno. Suvinisatatajo ajia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabadoye /tadith /o puya. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /o sarva saskara pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svatva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Any person who gives one kappa for this class of dharma of unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom, collects the merit of completely filling up thousand-folds 3,000 galaxies with the 7 kinds of jewels and making charity. O Namo Bhagavate /aparamita yojno. Suvinisatatajo ajia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabadoye /tadith /o puya. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /o sarva saskara pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svatva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Anyone who makes offering to this class of dharma of unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom is making offerings to all the holy dharma. 15. O Namo Bhagavate /aparamita yojno. Suvinisatatajo ajia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabadoye /tadith /o puya. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /o sarva saskara pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svatva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Like this example, the merits of having made offerings of the 7 types of jewels to the Tathgatas Namzig, 16 Zugtorchen, 17 Tamch Kyob, 18 Logpa Dangsel, 19 Surthub, 20 Ojung, 21 Shakya Thugpa, 22 and so forth can be counted, but the heap of merits of reciting, writing, and letting others write, the sutra of unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom cannot be counted. O Namo Bhagavate /aparamita yojno. Suvinisatatajo ajia /tathgatya /arit Samyak sabadoye /tadith /o puya. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /o sarva saskara pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svatva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. For example, if heaps of jewels the size of the king of mountains, Mount Meru, are piled up and offered as charity, the heaps of merit can be counted, the heaps of merit of the stra of unfath. Omable life and transcendental wisdom cannot be counted. Onamo begavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatatajo agia /tathgatya /arit / Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svadva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. 16. For example, if the earth is filled with water from the 4 great oceans, each drop can be counted, but the heaps of merit of the stra of unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom cannot be counted. Onamo begavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatatajo agia /tathgatya /arit / Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svadva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Whoever offers respect to this stra of unfathomable life and transcendental wisdom, writes or causes others to write or revere it, has prostrated and made offering to all the Tathgatas in the Buddha fields of the 10 directions. Onamo begavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatatajo agia /tathgatya /arit / Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svadva visudhi. Manaya pariva sva with macron ha with macron. Due to the power of charity, the Buddha is the completely pure Exalted 123 by actualizing the human lion through the power of charity. And when one enters the city of the compassionate one, 24. The sound of the power of charity will be proclaimed. 25. Due to the power of morality, the Buddha is the completely pure Exalted one by actualizing the human lion through the power of morality. And when one enters the city of the compassionate one, the sound of the power of morality will be proclaimed. 17. Due to the power of patience, the Buddha is the completely pure Exalted one by actualizing the human lion through the power of patience. And when one enters the city of the compassionate one, the sound of the power of patience will be proclaimed. Due to the power of virtuous effort, the Buddha is the completely pure Exalted one by actualizing the human lion through the power of effort. And when one enters the city of the compassionate one, the sound of the power of effort will be proclaimed. Due to the power of samten, 26 the Buddha is the completely pure Exalted one by actualizing the human lion through the power of samten. And when one enters the city of the compassionate one, the sound of the power of samten will be proclaimed. Due to the power of wisdom, the Buddha is the completely pure Exalted one by actualizing the human lion through the power of wisdom. And when one enters the city of the compassionate one, the sound of the power of wisdom will be proclaimed. Onamo begavate /aparimita yojno. Suvinisatatajo agia /tathgatya /arit / Samyak sabadoye /tadith /opuy. Puyuma puya paramita ur puyajno. Sabropasite /osava saskra pari sudha. Dermate gargana samagate svadva visudhi. Manaya Pariva SVA with Macron HA with Macron. The destroyer qualified gone beyond one was pleased and granted the teaching in that way. The youthful major, all the fully qualified entourage and the world with its suras, humans, asuras, and smell-eaters 27 rejoiced and actually praised what was expounded by the destroyer qualified gone beyond one. Here the stra of the great vehicle called unfathomable exalted life and transcendental wisdom is complete. 18. Benefits of tsedo. Long life estra. Much of this stra is repetition of the mantra. It talks of the benefit, then repeats the mantra, talks of another benefit and repeats the mantra. Because until now the text was not available in English, always people had to ask some Tibetan person to recite it. So, now it is in English, the whole family can recite it for friends and family who have cancer. Nowadays, cancer is a real problem. The text is very precious and there is so much benefit in printing or writing it. I have one copy that was given to me in Mongolia, written with pearl, coral and other jewels. This is one of the texts that, if written in gold, mountains of negative karma get purified. Nalanda Monastery prints a certain number each week for the success of the projects, so imagine the benefits. Each time they make one copy, it is like copying all the 84,000 teachings of Buddha. It is also great purification. Especially, writing this collects most merit. You write it, not because someone needs the book, but just because it helps for long life and to collect merit. It's very good to print for people who have cancer, and for the success of activities and projects. If a business has difficulties, or is difficult to start, if you have difficulty finding a job, or the job is not going well, you can print many copies. You can print many copies, weekly or monthly, to make merit, not particularly for mundane success but generally to collect merit for realizations, conditions, for Dharma practice. Then you can dedicate the merits of printing for all sentient beings. This is one solution for success and long life. Also, when you die you will get born in Amitabha's pure land. 19. There is another amitayus mantra, similar but a little bit different from this one, which has skies of unbelievable benefit. Mind-blowing. May this translation offer great benefit to all sentient beings. May the negative karma of anybody who sees, touches or remembers this text immediately be purified. May they never get reborn in the lower realms, and at the time of their own death, may they immediately be pacified just by seeing the text. Just by dreaming or hearing about this text may everyone have long life, the purpose of which is to actualize loving kindness, compassion, and bodhisattva, and realize emptiness. May they actualize the whole path in this very lifetime and never give any harm to any sentient being, only benefit. May it benefit all sentient beings this way until everyone has achieved enlightenment. Colophon. Translation from Sanskrit into Tibetan by Indian Pandit Punyi Samava and Tibetan translator Patsabnaya Madrag. English translation, with endnotes, by Lama Zopa Rinpoche, Kachodashan. Ling, January 2005. Scribed by Ven. Thubten Labdran. Lightly edited in Consul. Tashan with Dr. Gregory Hillis. Mantra transliterated from a source text from Lama Zopa Rinpoche's Personal Collection by Juna Repo, FPMT Translation. Services, 2020. Updated, with additional endnotes of some Tibetan and San Skri terms, by Ven. Tenzin Somo, FPMT Education Services, October 2020. 20. Notes. 1 Type. Kamildan Das, SKT. Begavn. 2 SKT. Anthapiada. 3 Great Intending Virtue or Riya Saga refers to those who have actualized wisdom directly perceiving emptiness, like the Riya right seeing or meditation paths. Here virtue means the ultimate virtue, liberation. It could also relate to living in the vows, virtue as a path. These refer to the lesser vehicle. 4 Virtue beggar means fully ordained monk, type. DGE Slong. SKT Haiku. DGE means virtue, liberation, Slong means beggar, seeking. Sometimes people translate it incorrectly as food beggar. If Gelong was food beggar, that would be very wrong. Gelong is virtue seeker. 5 Bodhisattva Great Sattva or Bodhisattva Masattva means Riya. Bodhisattva. 6 Gone as it is, type. Dubjings Hegspa. 7 In Buddha's time, it was possible the majority lived to 100. 8 Stra container, type. Mdosdi. Container as in the 3 baskets, the basket of straws. 9 That means not having freedom to practice Dharma. 10 They will get the same benefit. 11 Consecrating collects a lot of merit and one will receive many offerings. 12 Type. Nodsbien, SKT Yaka. 13 Type. Srinpo, SKT Akasa. 14 Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land, SKT. Sukvat. 15 It could mean other beings, such as devas, pay homage there. 16 SKT. Vipasyan, type. Anampagzigs. 17 SKT. Sikhin, type. Tsug Torkan. 18 SKT. Vivab, type. Thamskadskyo BA. 19 SKT. Krikakanda, type. Logpa Dang Sale. 20 SKT. Kane Communi. Type. Xathub. 21. 21 SKT. Kyapa, type. Od Srung. 22 SKT. Kyamuni, type. Shakyarthubpa. 23 The meaning is that Buddha is totally pure, without the slightest stain, not even a subtle stain of negative imprint left by ignorance grasping at things as truly existent, no dualistic views, no subtle stains, not only pure but completely pure. Therefore Buddha is the exalted one. Completely pure is the reason for the next word exalted. Human lion means Buddha. Lion because he is fearless, having the 4 qualities of being totally free from the 4 fears. I mentioned to Choden Rinpoche that in the other text it says the Buddha of the power of charity, but this text says the Buddha who came from the power of charity. Choden Rinpoche commented not from the power of charity, Buddha himself is the eminent power of charity. Here it should be actualized the human lion, Buddha, from the power of charity, became the human lion from the power of charity. 24 When one enters the city of the compassionate one, maybe it is as we say in initiations, may I be able to enter the supreme city of great liberation, enlightenment. It might mean if you are a compassionate being, You can achieve enlightenment. If you are not, you cannot. If you have bodhisattva, you can achieve enlightenment. If you have no bodhisattva, you cannot. Similarly, if you cherish others, you can achieve enlightenment. If you don't cherish others, but cherish the I, you don't achieve enlightenment. 25. When you achieve enlightenment, the sound of the power of charity will be proclaimed, means then you reveal Dharma to sentient beings. You reveal the path. That Dharma is sound from the power of having completed the paramita of charity, etc. 26. Meditative stabilization. Skt Dina, type. Psamgdan. 27. Skt Gandharvas, type. Drizabkas Pa. Care of Dharma materials. Dharma materials contain the teachings of the Buddha and thus protect against lower rebirth and reveal the path to enlightenment. Therefore, they should be treated with respect. Printed Dharma materials, as well as phones, tablets, laptops, and hard drives containing Dharma, should be kept off the floor, beds, chairs, meditation cushions, and all other places where people sit or walk. Dharma materials should not be stepped over or put in places where the feet or buttocks will point at them. They should be covered or protected for transporting and kept in a high, clean place separate from more mundane materials. Other objects, including statues, spas, ritual implements, MA with macron LA with macron S, reading glasses, and so forth, should not be placed on top of Dharma books and devices containing Dharma materials. Avoid licking the fingers to turn the pages of Dharma texts. If it is necessary to dispose of printed Dharma materials, they should be burned rather than thrown in the trash. When burning Dharma texts, visualize that the letters transform into an A, and the A absorbs into your heart. Imagine burning blank paper. As the paper burns, recite A with macron H or the heart stroke, while meditating on emptiness. Lama Zopa Rinpoche recommends that images of holy beings, deities, and holy objects not be burned. Ideally, if undamaged, they should be put in a stupa. Otherwise, put them high up in a tree inside a well-sealed structure, something like a birdhouse, so that the images are protected from the weather and do not end up on the ground. Foundation for the preservation of the Mahayana tradition. The foundation for the preservation of the Mahayana tradition, FPMT, is an organization devoted to preserving and spreading Mahayana Buddhism worldwide by creating opportunities to listen, reflect, meditate, practice, and actualize the unmistaken teachings of the Buddha and, based on that experience, spreading the Dharma to sentient beings. We provide integrated education through which people's minds and hearts can be transformed into their highest potential for the benefit of others, inspired by an attitude of universal responsibility and service. We are committed to creating harmonious environments and helping all beings develop their full potential of infinite wisdom and compassion. Our organization is based on the Buddhist tradition of Lama Tsongkhapa of Tibet as taught to us by our founder, Lama Thubten Yesh, and our spiritual director, Lama Thubten Zopa Rinpoche. FPMT Education Services. Education is the very heart of FPMT. Through comprehensive education programs, practice materials, and training programs, FPMT Education Services nourishes the development of compassion, wisdom, kindness, and true happiness in individuals of all ages. More information about FPMT education services can be found on the FPMT website as well as in regular news updates. A variety of practice and study materials are available in various languages, in hard copy and digital formats. Foundation for the Preservation of the Mahayana Tradition, Incorporated. 1632 SE 11th Avenue, Portland, or 97214, USA. +1 503 808 1588. www.fpmt.org. onlinelearning.fpmt.org. shop.fpmt.org. Foundation for the Preservation of the Mahayana Tradition.